Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Verducci, back here with a new thing that I want to do on my channel. It's called Verducci Builds. This series is basically just a series where I show you how to build some classic Mario things that you commonly will see in my world, and yeah, anywhere else really. Yeah. So today we're gonna get started with this series with something around me, obviously, because Toad. You'll get it in a second. I'm gonna build you guys 3 different variants of Toad houses that you have probably seen somewhere or another, either in my world or around in Try's world on my series, in his series Mario Madness Adventures. Because those Toad houses, we built that whole area, and we didn't want to just have straight those boring little Toad houses, which I'm also gonna show you how to build. Because why not start from the basics? Yeah, we had all those made for the world, so it didn't look all boring and stuff. It's just those little ones, and those other looking ones are actually from Super Mario Run. If you guys play that, once I build those, you might be able to see that. So if you guys play Super Mario Run and recognize those houses, let me know. Alright guys, so now we're gonna get into the first house. So this is gonna be just a regular Toad house. So what you want to do is make the doorway and do this, make the walls up, do another back wall here, and do this, and build that up, and then another curve. I like how they did the curves, obviously, because you don't want your whole build to be flat, because flat builds are never the best, obviously, because you gotta add some depth to the builds. That's why most of the builds you see that we make are fairly weird, or like shaped nicely. Not weird, but like, you know what I mean? They're shaped nicely so that they look better, and they're not just like squares. Because if you just build like a square like house or something, unless you have some sort of way of going about it that makes it look like nice and like has depth to it, I suggest like adding more like shape to your builds. Obviously, that's how I pretty much learned. I was just told tips, and I just picked it up from somebody back in the day, like a few months ago, and then something happened. If you guys don't already know who I'm talking about Bushy. He did help with the building a lot, actually, because he was a very good builder, but stuff happened, and we're not going to get into it, but I hope he's doing good at whatever he's doing now. Because I feel like he had a talent, but something just happened. It's just a long story. It's not for me to explain. Try will probably do a video on it one day, okay? So I don't want to ruin that for him. Even I want to see that video, because I want to know. I want to recall the situation, because it was such a long time ago, and I don't know why I ever... Whatever. Off topic. Alright, so basically, yeah. What I just did there, guys, was... Okay. So, here. We'll do another demonstration. We did this, 2 blocks, then we put the white in the middle, and there you go. 1, 2, and then... Right? 1, 2, yeah. Another, white in the middle, boom. 1, 2, boom, boom. White in the middle, boom, boom, boom. Another white in the middle, another, and then, 2. And then I built the white up to the correct height to give it a good shape, like the spots on the mushroom head. And then I just did that around all the sides, built it up, and then I got the red wool again, and I layered it next to it so it would stick out some more. Like, these are just the basic Toad houses you'll see in like the Super Mario World, so I'm pretty sure you guys know how to build these, but it's for the sake of the culture, dude. For the culture, I'm making these. But yeah, and then you just build that out, and then you just build it up there, do that, and then you go boom, boom across the top. So then you'll get that, like that right there, and then you just do that on all sides, which fills most of the build up, and then there's just a few small steps after that, which I can show you while I'm doing it, because I haven't gotten to that yet. Alright, so yeah, and then you just build that down, over, up, so you get that shape, sort of like an arch almost, like that's fitted around the top of the spot. Alright, then you do that, and then you fill in these holes like that, and then you break that supporting block that you obviously put. Okay. And now we're here. We just fill this in. Boom, boom, boom. And then there's the top. And then what I do, I put this spot at the top. I can't recall if this is in the same aspect as the houses in the Mario worlds, but I think it looks nice. And if you really want to, if I can find it here, you get a cobblestone wall. You can put it somewhere on the house to make a chimney or something. And then you can get cobweb. You don't have to do this for them. I don't think we did this for all of them either. I don't think we did this for any of them, honestly, because we didn't want, like, all this smoke coming up. I feel like we might have done it for Captain Toad's house, but that's a different story, because he's Captain Toad. Smoke, like, he has his house powered by the coal he mines, you know, it just makes sense. Okay, cool. And then you have some smoke coming out of the thing, and then, alright, that's pretty much the Toad house, and then you do the door, and if you want to, you can always put slabs around it to give it like a little base. I typically do that, but not all the time. In my Mushroom Mystery series, you can see that happening with some of the houses, if not all of them. And then you can also put windows in of your choice. I'm just gonna do yellow, because why not? And then, yeah, that should be it. And I'm not going to show you guys how to do interiors, because there's no set interiors for them. It's just whatever you want it to be. You have a fairly decent size space, and what I typically do is I'll like clear all the excess blocks in the top of the house and utilize it as like a top floor, because it works pretty well. So yeah, that's pretty much the basic Toad house. Alright, now we're going to move on to the double layer Toad house. Alright guys, now I'm back, and now we're going to build what I like to call the double layered Toad house. Okay, so we're going to use a blue wool for this one. So what you, here, let me space this out a little more so it's a little bit larger. Going on 1, 2, 3, and then you gotta go boom, 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 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 just all around. Repeat the same pattern, so you get that. Alright, and then what you want to do, obviously, build up the doorway. Oop, that's too high. Do that, boom, 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 boom. And then you just build all the walls up all the way, just the same length all around. And then after this, we're gonna add the doorway, which okay. The door is a little bit different on this one, so you guys are gonna see that in a sec. Let me just make the base around it, because this one looks nice with the base, especially since it's like a more different shape than the other. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Alright, and now you grab Junglewood stairs, do this, then put one to the side like this, and boom. And then you can put your door of your choice. I'm just going to put that there for now. Okay, and since this is a blue Toad house, we're going to grab light blue stained glass and put that in between these little square looking things to give it some more detail and make it look like it's an actual window, even though it may not act as one from the inside. Because look, it's a weird shape and you can't really do that with these, because if you did that, there would be a giant open gap and it would look sort of odd. Unless you wanted to use like the normal glass blocks, but those don't work as well. So yeah. Okay, so now let me grab my light blue wool, because those typically looks better. What we're gonna do this here. Okay, and like the dots on this one's a little bit different, so make sure you guys are paying attention if you're building along with me. Get a block, the 3 blocks, just like the other, and then get slab, and then place another slab, and then another slab. Or you could just do full block here, it doesn't really matter, but your dot should look like this. And then you want to bring this around all the way, so it follows like the same pattern on each side. And then just do that. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, yeah. So it's basically just the same thing all the way around. And then you obviously add the dots on each side too, because you don't want just one dot on a Toad house. That would look sort of weird, dude. Okay. And before I get to that, we're going to just do this. Bring this around. Boom. Bring this back all the way around and just follow it like this. So it's like jut out one. and then just keep going around. Toad houses require like a lot of the same steps, like just bring it all around, because it's like a circle, pretty much. They could be different circles, but like they're still circles. Okay, and then yeah, so now we're gonna go around with the dots here. Okay, and how do we do this? This one doesn't go out, so it starts here. Perfect. And you bring that, boom, 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 slab, like that, like I showed you guys last time. And then you break this, put the white, boom, boom, slab, slab, full block, slab. Then you do the same thing over here, block, 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 slab, slab, block, slab. And then all you have to do then is you get your wool, build it like that, and then you bring it around to the other side. Do the same thing so it ends up looking like this. And then you do that same step on each side. So you do that, that, just so it looks like it's like the back of it doesn't have to look the same, because obviously this one looks like that and that one doesn't have a gap right there, but I'm going to do that for the sake of me, because that annoys me. I don't know why. It's just my OCD. And you bring that up, down, and then right there is when it goes down. Same pattern like that. It'll look like a little longer of an archway that fits around the little dot there. And then you do the same thing, obviously, because that's what I said earlier. Toad houses are pretty much the same thing on different sides. Okay, and then you put a filler block in there. Boom. And there we go. That's the bottom layer. So then what you're going to want to do is just fill this in right here. And then this top part is basically just going to be the same as that house down there, but a little bit different. Let me grab this block here. Okay. So basically what we want to do, let's just see if I got it in the right spot first in the placement. Okay, boom. Okay, no, it has to be back one. Cool. So then you just put wood there. It's the same wall height and style as that last toad house that I built, the basic one that I showed you guys. And then what you're gonna do is build the walls up 3, like always. And then you're going to add a window actually right here. Yeah, and then boom, boom. You get that. And then obviously it's a blue house, blue window, and then just to top off the little stairs there, just put light blue carpet to match the toad mushroom actually. And then what you want to do is exactly the same as that house over there. So let me go grab the white wool, or actually no, since this one's already birchwood, I'm gonna keep it birchwood so it doesn't throw off the pattern, because that would look a little weird if I did that. Okay, and then we're just gonna do the same thing on each side. Like I said, just the same thing as that house. So if you guys want to since you guys know how to build that house now, just if you want to skip this part of the video, build that, and come back for the rest of the house. There isn't much after this, but there is one more house after this that I have to show you guys. And the next house I'm going to show you guys is one of Try's favorite houses. He's said to us many times, so I enjoy that house as well. It's funky, it's different, it's a lot different, because this one is pretty much just like a fatter one of these at the bottom, and like the same thing obviously at the top. But this next one is completely different besides the bottom base shape. Okay, and now we're going to want to do the same thing, make this row jut out. Boom, boom. Okay, and then bring this out. Okay, now we're just going to do the same archway shape like we did last time, bringing that all the way around so it matches on each side. These toad houses are all about matching. You gotta make sure everything looks the same on each side, because if it doesn't, then you're doing something wrong, because toad houses are just like circles and simple shapes in one big, like in one secluded area that makes it look like it's something else. Okay, so now bring that up. You can get those blocks into that spot however you want. You could do this, or you could do that if you want to, but it doesn't really matter. That doesn't affect the building at all. Okay, boom, boom. that's all filled in. Get the birch. And then fill in the top part there. Boom. Okay. And that is pretty much it. Here, I want to switch the door actually because it doesn't look too great. So we're just going to do a basic oak door. And that is this toad house. That's the double layer toad house. That's what I like to call it. If you guys do like this house, let me know in the comments. I enjoy it. It's one of my favorites. It's Captain Toad's house in Tri-Series actually. So yeah, that's the double layer toad house, and I'll catch you guys back with the next toad house, my favorite. Alright guys, so I'm back here with the third and final toad house. This toad house I like to call the funky toad house, because it reminds me of like some sort of fungus or funky. It's funky. It's different. Okay, so basically you're going to want to follow the same base shape as the first toad house I showed you and that little one at the top there. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, you can also add a chimney on top of that one. It gives it some more detail at the top since it's just like that one, obviously. So yeah. Okay, now let's continue with this. Build the walls up, just all around. Okay, boom. And then we'll add the doorway and stuff afterwards because that's some little stuff and we want to get to the big picture first. We're going to use birch wood for this. Oh, and we're going to make it a different color, aren't we? What color should I choose? We're going to make it, green. Sure, why not? We'll make it green. Okay, unless I stop liking it. Then I'll change the color, but I think it's going to be fine. Alright, so then you just want to follow pretty much, actually, the same, like, bottom two layers here. You're going to follow this exact pattern on this bottom here, and then above it all is where it becomes different. Trust me, you'll see it. It doesn't look anything like either of those two afterwards. Okay. And we bring that in, boom, and now we'll make the dots on each side. It requires a lot of, the building toad houses is pretty quick once you know how to do it, but it just requires like attention to detail, because if you get one block in the wrong spot, it'll mess your whole thing up. Okay, now let's do this again. This, boom, 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 bam. Okay, I think green will look fine. It has red, green, and blue. Perfect. So that'll look good. Awesome. Okay, boop, 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 boop. Alrighty. So now we have that around, and then you want the same arch shape, but once I'm done doing this, you will see how it becomes different, because that's not the end of the arch. There's something above it. Okay. Bring that around. Obviously, same thing. Like I said, it would be the same, but above this is where it's differente, wherever the heck you say that. I don't take that language in school. Okay. And now this is where it becomes different. You put that there, 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 and there, so it'll look like that, and you're saying, oh, that looks weird. Yes, it does look weird. That's why it's called the funky house. Okay, and then you got a birch plank there and there, so you get some extra dots in, actually, so it looks a little bit more fungus or toady, whatever you want to call it. Okay, then bring that, boom, 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 bam. You can get those blocks in there however you want. It doesn't affect the building process. Oops, I'm going crazy. Whoop. So get rid of that. Okay, and then you get the three right there, and then 3 right there, boom. Then layer those on top, and then also put a filler block in there. And then, yeah, just go around that, put in the filler block, and then at the top you're going to want to put one final dot. And that is pretty much it for the base of the house. But then there's a little extra detail we like to add to these ones to replicate how it is in Mario Run. You do this with the slab, and then you bring it out like this. Bring that out one so it creates a full block, and then bring the slab out one. Okay, and then you're going to want to grab a stair. And if you want to, grab full blocks for this part, because it's really all that's needed to the top. Then you get 1, 2, 3. And on the third block right here, you put slabs all around it. And then you grab your color wool, bring that like that right there, and then cut out the middle to all of it, because you're going to want to put dots there. That doesn't really matter, does it? And then you just put one up there, because then you're going to want to cap it off like that. So then you get the little other mushroom stemming out of it. Okay, so now we're just gonna add to the base of the house again. I think we can keep it, yeah, we'll keep it jungle wood because that works well with this wood since it's such a light wood, and then we throw in a dark wood, it adds some good contrast. Okay. Get the jungle wood stairs, build that up, boom, boom, bam. Bring that around. Perfect. Okay, then we can add the door of our choice. Since this house is green, we'll add a jungle door. Actually, that'll work well. Perfect. So that is the Funky Toad house. And then if you want to, grab the color of your choice, add that colored window around right here. And I'll give you a tip for the interior on this as well. Okay, cool. So what's your best bet is, honestly, just utilize the top of this again, because if you just use this whole part, it'll be really small. Concealed, you have all this room up here. Why not use it? Yep. That's pretty much how it works for most toad houses, because it's like in a very small area, but it has steps to it. Like, look, you could have easily have 3 floors, even more in this type of house. So yeah, that's pretty much it, actually. That's all. Here, let me show you all 3 houses. Got the basic house, the double layer, and the funky house. And that's pretty much it for this episode of Verducci Builds. If you guys did enjoy this episode, make sure to smash that like button. And if you do want more of the series, please tell me, because I actually enjoy doing it. It refreshes my mind on things to build, the basics, because you never know when it's going to come in handy. And I get to show you guys how to build some of my favorite basic Mario stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Make sure you subscribe if you are new, and smash that like button. I'll see you.